All right, now we're going to talk about the takeaway for objection handling. This is a third technique we can use. It's a real simple technique. Now we do use a variation of it. I say in the very first thing I want you to try. What's the very first thing I say to try after the delay play? What's the next play to use? To take it away, the top option play, right? So you could try taking away the top option, try taking away the bottom option, try and guide people to the middle. That's one technique, right? So what does that sound like? Well, it sounds like this. So you go ahead, you guys go ahead and do it. Who wants to handle this one using a takeaway technique on the top option, real quick? Go ahead and do it with me. You be the salesperson. I'll be the customer. Okay? Man, this is a lot of money, Quentin. I think that we're gonna have to hold off probably for a couple months and give you a call back sometime this fall.
Sure, Joe. I can understand that's a lot of money, but can we both agree on something?
Sure.
Can we just take this top option away?
Oh yeah, I would never spend that kind of money. There's no way I'm going to buy that.
Okay, we'll just take that top option.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
Okay. So what should we do?
Well, tell me about that fifth option, Quentin.
The fifth option? That's a good option. What do you like about that one?
Well, I mean, it does have the 1-year warranty. And I could probably get by with that for now, right? I get the air conditioning working anyway for today.
Sure. So what should we do?
Yeah, let's go ahead and get that fifth option done.
Are you sure? I mean, there's a cheaper option down there.
No, I want that fifth one.
Okay. Check or credit?
Credit card?
That'll work.
Let's use MasterCard, okay?
Okay. There
you go. Good job. Give him a big hand. There you go. You just did the old takeaway. Another technique for takeaway is one you can use a little bit deeper into the situation. Let's say you've been going through a few different things. You've gone through about 6 of these things, and you're just about the point. You see some exasperation on the guy's face, maybe. The woman's face. She seems like she's getting a little bit kind of that Rumsfeld look on her face. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like she's about had it. She's about up to here with your objection handling techniques. That's fine. Now you can kind of take the pressure off a little bit by doing a takeaway. The takeaway is always a good pressure reducer. It's a pressure reducing valve on your sales because you're not going to boil it over. You're going to take it down a little bit. But it is an effective technique to create action. Here's what the takeaway sounds like when you get a little further into it. That means the takeaway would be, John, if I had to guess, it seems like we've been going around with this thing for a long time now. We've been here for about half an hour talking about this thing. Can we just both agree that you hate all my options? That every single thing here is you don't like anything I have. Would that be correct? I can't pin you down on anything. It seems like you hate them all. You should say something like that too after you've been there for half an hour and you can't come to any kind of a conclusion with one of these 6 things, right? So wouldn't it be a fair assessment that you could say that I hate all these? You hate all the options, Jane? There's only 2 things she could say, right? What could she say? Yes, I do hate them all. Thank you for telling me. People say they hate them all. Is that good feedback? It's negative feedback, but is it good? Because now you've eliminated all 6. What is the thing that I missed? Now is the next question, right? So, John, so what did I miss then? You know, John, what am I missing here then? What would he say?
Either tell you the truth or lie to you.
What could he say? What's the truth?
Truth, something like it's just too expensive, Joe.
Well, of course it's a high investment. Now it's a different objection. I see we're back in. We just kicked it over to a price objection.
Right.
Unless you really missed something.
The good part about saying take away all the options, and what he tells me, yeah, these all do suck. Say good. Well, I'm glad you told me that. Thank you very much for sharing that, John. So what am I missing then? If all these are no good, what exactly? I mean, you sent me out here to get the lights back on. All these get the lights back on. But what's missing about this that you don't like? Tell me the price thing is probably going to be right.
Joe, it's way too much.
Like, which one are you talking about is too much? You got 6 options. Which one's too much?
Well, I guess that third one isn't too bad.
That's one. You like that one, but it's still too much.
Yeah, it's a little high for me, Joe.
Well, what do you like about that one first before we get into that? Why, whether you want it or not?
I like the surge protection. I like that feature a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I do like the limited light bulb package. I mean, it's a nice amount of work.
Well, John, you sold me. What should we do?
All right, let's get it done.
You sold me, right? Because he did sell me on that, didn't he? It's like, yeah, surge protection, it sounds good. Let's do it. So, you know, I can't say let's do it. I say, so what should we do, right? Neutral question. So I went back to that takeaway in the very beginning. It flipped me into the price objection. I'm fine with the price objection. What do I say? Price objections could be a couple different things. I could go into this technique on the price objection about question a situation where I say, well, John, when's the last time you bought something that was a better quality for a cheaper price? But let's say I probably use that upright. That's why I use a different one now, because I can't keep using that same, whipping that same pony, right? He's going to say, Joe, you used that one like 3 times in a row now. Oh, come on, try something different. All right, something different would be, well, which one of these are too expensive? Right? I switched gears on him on this one. Yeah, okay, well, it is too expensive. Like, just so I can understand, which one are we talking about that's too expensive? Get back into that presentation again, right? Make a choice. Number 3. Why not go with 5 or 6? No, I like that number 3 option. What's so good about it? This, 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 and this. Well, you sold me. What should we do? Yeah, you know, you're right. Let's do it, right? It's an endless loop, guys. Do you see how it never goes away? Until what? The best way to get rid of me? Mike, you say it.
When you buy it.
Just buy from me, and we can get this over with. Or else we can keep going through this and twisting ourselves in knots for the next hour, 2 hours. We can do that. I don't care.
You get kicked out, one of the 2.
Yeah, you know what? I wish you would get kicked out of a house, because then I know you're trying hard enough. You know what? When you get kicked out of a house, it's a badge of honor for me. Go ahead, get kicked out, because I know you're trying. You go back to your boss, Mike, who is your boss, and you go to several houses, and you go to 100 houses, you get kicked out of 6 of them or 7 of them. What do you think Mike's going to do when you get kicked out of those 7 houses?
I'm not sure.
I'll tell you what. I know Mike well enough. You know what he's going to do? He's going to put his arm around you and give you a big handshake to say, thank you very much for trying hard to do business with our company. It's how I want you to. I want you to be offering your services the right way. I guarantee he's going to feel that way. He wouldn't send you to a class and waste a whole week like this unless he felt that way. What do you think he would do? Send you this kind of class and have you go back and wimp out?
I don't think so.
I think we all feel that way, right? I mean, owners who are here, what do you feel about that? You feel like the guys coming out there, is it a badge of honor if they say, you know, they went too far, they stay hung in there, but people said leave the house? That's all you could do. You tried everything you could do. You had a passion for your service. What I don't like is when you leave too quick and the customer didn't get a chance at it. Now we got to send a 2nd employee, a 3rd employee. What's that costing me as an owner? And you're probably not going to get the job anyway. So when it comes to taking it away, understand you can't lose what you never had. Remember, you ever heard the term, don't burn your bridges? In this case, burn them. Torch them. Get the napalm. Let it fly. Because you lost this job anyway, you might as well call it over, not them. So this job, do a takeaway. And that's the spirit of the takeaway, is to say, John, it looks like all these things I have no interest in them, right? That'll flip it into something better.